everybody, welcome to Kate's Kitchen with Teens. I'm Kate Wright, and I have two special guests with me here today. I've got Blake and Baker, two local athletes. Baker plays soccer, and Blake, what could you possibly play?
I play football.
Really?
Yes,
You don't look like a football player. Okay. The reason I have these two athletes with me today is because we've had so many parents email us and ask, they think it's really cool that we have Kate's Kitchen with kids, but they said, what about our teenagers? What about our athletes? What do they need to be eating? So I brought in award-winning nutritionist Jill Castle to help create all kinds of nutritious recipes. And so we are going to make today it's actually homemade granola combined with a fruit parfait. And the reason this is great for athletes is because basically what athletes should be eating is what everybody should be eating, not just kids and teens, but also grown-ups and adults too. So have you guys ever made homemade granola?
No, ma'am.
I know you're kind of like, it sounds a little scary. The first time I made this, I actually put the extras in a to-go box, and everywhere I went, I told my friends, hey, taste this granola, I made it myself. And everybody was so blown away that you could actually make it as good as this is by itself. So what you need for this is just some cinnamon, brown sugar, maple syrup, some oil, some almonds and some butter, some quick cooking oats, some super healthy fruits, especially like raspberries and blueberries. Did y'all know that these two fruits are some of the most nutritious fruits that you guys can possibly ever eat? So if you ever need a snack, just grab blueberries or raspberries. And then to top it off, we have Greek vanilla yogurt. Now, have you guys ever had Greek yogurt? Do y'all know what that is? You're like, what are you feeding me today? The amazing thing about Greek yogurt, it's super high in protein, which you guys need for your muscles, and it has hardly any sugar in it. And most other yogurts are the other way around. They're really high in sugar and don't have a whole lot of protein. So if you ever use yogurt for anything, always opt for Greek yogurt because it's much, much healthier. So what we're going to do is I've already warmed up the skillet to kind of medium-low. You don't want to do it too high because you don't want to burn the oats or burn anything. Just kind of have a nice kind of low heat going on. So if y'all can just throw that in the skillet over here. Throw in the cinnamon and the oats. Thank you. And what you want to do is you want to constantly stir that. So Blake, if you want to jump up there and just give that a whirl. And what you want to do is you actually want to roast the oats for about 10 minutes. And so they're nice and crunchy because you want to get them ready to make the granola. All right, those look great. They look nice and toasty. So now what you want to do is actually transfer the oats to a plate off the heat. Make sure you don't burn yourself. Just dump them all on the plate. Excellent. So Baker, I'm going to have you grab, all you need to add now is the butter, the maple syrup, and the brown sugar. So just dump each of those over here. There you go, add in the brown sugar. And then Baker, I'll let you just give it a whirl. So what you want to do is just keep stirring this until it's caramelized, and that actually means when the sugar is melted. So just leave that on the stove and then throw in the oats. Blake, you want to give it a whirl? Mix it in really well. And Baker, if you want to grab the almonds. All right, that is looking awesome. So I'd say now what you want to do is you want to cool the granola before you make your parfait. And the best way to do that is just to transfer it back to the plate. Okay, so now that the granola is cooled, we are going to build our parfaits. Three, two, one. What do you think?
That's really good.
Very good.
You like it?
Very good.
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to advantageforparents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to southwesternadvantage.com.
Welcome to Kate's Kitchen. I'm registered dietitian Jill Castle, and I am here today with Matthew and Hannah, who are both going to help me make a marinated flank steak. So have you guys ever had marinated flank steak before?
I never have.
Okay, we have our flank steak here. It's a very lean cut of meat. There's not a lot of fat in this, so it's a wonderful option for dinner or for putting on top of your salad if you're having a salad for lunch. Because it is so lean, we oftentimes need to marinate it to make it taste good. So we are going to make a marinade today, and Matthew's going to help me with that. I'm going to have Hannah score the flank steak. Now, scoring a flank steak basically means cutting little cuts into the steak so that the marinade can get in and soak in and flavor the meat. So in order to score a flank steak, you'll see we have the grain of the muscle running this way, and we want to cut against the grain like so. Just little cuts all over the meat. So I'm going to have you do that, Hannah, and I want you to flip it over and do the other side. And when you're done scoring it, just lightly salt and pepper the meat on both sides.
Okay.
Okay? Matthew, we are going to make the marinade. Now for our marinade, we have olive oil, balsamic vinegar, some grainy mustard, and 5 cloves of garlic. I'm going to show you how to mince 1 clove of garlic. You just pop it in the mincer, and we close it and just squeeze it. Ooh, and it flies everywhere. And we scrape it off, like so, okay? I'll go ahead and mince these. If you, Matthew, would like to add all those ingredients to the bowl, that's gonna be our marinade. How are you doing there?
Good.
Hannah? Good? We are gonna just pour the marinade right inside this baggie, and we're gonna zip it up and pop it in the refrigerator so it can marinate. All right, Matthew, go ahead. Awesome. Hold on, let's get a little, scrape a little bit of, we want all that yumminess in here. Now what I love about a flank steak is that not only that it's lean and it's a healthy, cut of meat, but it's awesome on top of a sandwich, in a wrap, and we're just gonna work that into all those cuts that you made. We are back with our marinated steak. Our flank steak has been sitting in this yummy marinade for about 3 hours now. So we're gonna take it out and grill it up on top of the stove. We need about 5 minutes per side. The idea with a flank steak is we really want it to be kind of rare. We don't want to really cook it all the way through because it is a tougher meat. It's lean. It doesn't have a lot of fat. So if we cook it all the way through, it's kind of tough to chew. Just going to take it out of this bag, nice and easy. And we want to start with a hot pan, but you can see I can already feel that meat is already tender. Our flank steak has been cooking on one side for about 5 minutes. We're going to flip it. It smells delicious. It's simmering, and all kinds of good noises and smells are coming out of here. I'm just going to take it and you should see this. I think we're about ready to bring this off, and let's see how it goes. You want to hold that for me? Thank you. Awesome. That is one hot pot. Look at that. Touching the meat and pushing down a little bit, we made all those splits, or those slits in the meat when we scored it. We can see that the juices are pretty clear that we're seeing, so that's a good sign that it's finished. So we're going to let that rest, and then we're going to come back and slice this up. We are going to slice him up right now and plate him, and then we'll be working on our vegetables. So with a flank steak, you want to slice it thin. Okay? It's cooked perfectly. It really is. You want to see that pink strip in the middle. That's what makes it nice and tender and juicy. And there you have it. Marinated flank steak and some vegetables coming up. Now we are going to whip up some roasted vegetables in the oven. I'm going to chop and talk at the same time. This is an eggplant, and I'm just going to run my knife down it and chop it up real quick. So the reason why we roast vegetables, or why I like to roast vegetables, is that they're really healthy, and roasting brings out the natural sweetness in the vegetable. I want you guys to take these and transfer them to that baking sheet, and then we're going to douse them in oil. I'll take that, and I'm just going to rough chop these as fast as I can without cutting my finger off. Matthew, I'm going to just have you drizzle this olive oil all over those vegetables as much as you can, as evenly as you can. We want these veggies to be coated up in this nice olive oil so that they really get a nice roast on all of them. These are going to roast for about 20 to 30 minutes. It might take a little bit longer because I cut them really big, but typically vegetables at 400 take about 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll check back on them and let you see how they look. Our roasted vegetables have been in the oven for about 40 minutes, and we're going to pull those out and serve them up and give them a try. You guys excited? All right. Thank you, Matthew. You're such a gentleman. Woo, that steam is hot. Woo. Look at those. Beautiful color, beautiful veggies. Okay, guys, you want to serve up some meat and some veggies? Look at you. Use your fork for the meat. It's probably the easiest way to go about it. I love serving dinner this way too, just putting everything on one platter. It minimizes the number of dishes you have to clean afterwards, and it just makes such a pretty presentation. All right. I know they've been really excited to dig into this meat. They've been waiting.
It's so juicy. That's so good.
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to advantageforparents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to southwesternadvantage.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Kate's Kitchen with Kids. I'm Kate Wright.
And I'm Haley Price.
And today we are making one of my favorite recipes. I'm so excited about this one. It's actually, I got this from a Rachel Ray cookbook, so I have to give her full credit for
Love
this
Rachel.
one. And this is a Chinese orange chicken barbecue cashew chicken recipe.
Dish.
Something like
sounds
that.
very chickady and barbecue and delicious. And you know what's funny is that I'm looking at all our ingredients and we don't actually have any barbecue sauce. Now is that because all of these flavors sort of combine and pull together to taste like barbecue?
Exactly. There's what's called hoisin sauce, which you can just get at any supermarket, and tamari sauce, which is basically like an aged soy sauce. And I think just that combined with everything else kind of gives it, it just has like an orange chicken flavor with like a hint of barbecue sauce. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the chicken and get this going. And then after that, we're going to need some help from some kids. But let me get the chicken going first.
Okay.
So what you're going to need to do is throw some oil. If you have a wok, great. If not, just a regular skillet is just fine.
Now is there a rice base to this or do you serve it over rice?
Thank you. Yes, we started the rice a little while ago, and to be honest with y'all, I have made the mistake so many times where I make the main dish, and then we're ready to eat. I'm like, oh crud, I forgot the rice. And so we did start the rice a little while ago. So yes, and I highly recommend brown rice because it is so much healthier than just regular white rice and doesn't cost a nickel more. So always go for the brown rice when you're making any kind of rice dish. So I think we need
Some kids in the kitchen! Come on.
Come on,
All right, you're
Connie.
gonna sit here, Bodie. Want to hop up there?
Check my chicken real quick.
There you go. Got your car with you? All right, so we're gonna make the sauce. And I'm gonna need your help basically just taking all of these different ingredients and pouring them into that bowl and then mixing them together. Can you do that for me? There you go. You wanna use the spoon to get it out? Good work.
And Conley, I need you to cut up the bell pepper. This recipe calls for 1 tablespoon hot sauce. I first got to give my disclaimer. If you've got kids who are going to be eating this and they really don't do well with super spicy foods, what I do is I just do a very small portion of the hot sauce. That's why I just took a little bit of it out, just so the kids can enjoy it.
I think we're pretty good on the chicken. We can trade it out with the...
So the chicken needs to go on a plate. So you just scoop it onto a plate. Now we need to add the bell peppers, the onion, the garlic, and the ginger to the skillet. Okay, so we've got our veggies in the what is that called?
Wok.
Thank you. So they've been sauteing for about 3 or 4 minutes. When they're soft,
Okay.
we're gonna put the chicken back in, and then we're gonna add our Asian sauce on top, and then we're pretty much close to being done. 1 more minute on the veggies. And this is one of those recipes where like a busy mom might go, oh my gosh, there's so much cutting and preparing, I don't have time for this. Actually, it's not. It takes, by myself, it takes me maybe about 15 minutes to prepare. But if you have kids, that's why it is so awesome to get them in the kitchen to help you out, because you cut down that prep time. And then the cooking time on this meal is like 7 to 10 minutes. It's very, very fast. So don't let the list of ingredients or all the cutting and chopping intimidate you. It's actually a very quick, simple recipe to put together. Ooh, all the good stuff's at the bottom. Okay, just stir that up so everything's like really well coated in the sauce. All right, we're ready for the final touches. We've got our brown rice. Ooh.
Looks like blood.
Oh, and I'm making a big, huge mess. That's okay. Make sure you get all the sauce in there, because the sauce is some of the best stuff.
Oh, that looks delicious. That is looking good. Now, do we have some jobs over here?
Yep, final touches. Sprinkle some scallions on top, Conley, and some cashews. Yum, yum. If there's any peanut allergies in your household, of course, you can skip the cashews. Isn't that good?
That is really good and really flavorful.
What do you think, Conley?
Spicy.
It's spicy.
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to advantageforparents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to southwesternadvantage.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Kate's Kitchen with Teens. I'm Kate Wright, and I have 2 awesome teenagers here helping me out today, Miss Blair and Blake, brother-sister duo. Man, I never got along with any of my siblings in the kitchen, so this is cool you guys are here. So we're gonna make today, Blake has been waiting all day for this recipe, a fruit smoothie. I mean, it doesn't get any more fabulous or easier or quicker than this. All you need is a couple of ingredients, a little bit of orange juice. We've got here frozen mangoes and peaches, and we're using Greek yogurt. All right, so I want you guys just to grab all these ingredients, throw them in the blender. Get these out of the way. That's looking good. Instead of orange juice, if you want to swap it out for milk or almond milk, you can do that too. All right, now throw the lid on. Give this baby a whirl. Let me make sure we got Take the top off and just give it a good little stir. Make sure we've got all the parts. There you go. Let's give this puppy a taste. Blake, want to serve it up?
Yes, ma'am.
That looks so good. All right. Okay. Blake, grab yours. Cheers. All right, let's give it a go. Whoa.
Delicious.
That is, you know what it tastes like? A creamsicle. You know those creamsicle popsicles?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
It tastes like a creamsicle. Man, so how do you like them?
I think it's amazing.
Yeah. So what'd you learn just now about making smoothies?
You can put different fruits in it. And you can put milk or almond milk, right?
It's easy, quick.
Very quick and easy.
All right,
It's
cheers.
amazing.
One more time. There's your super powerful, nutritious fruit smoothie. Enjoy.
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to advantageforparents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to southwesternadvantage.com.
welcome to Kate's Kitchen with Teens. I'm Jill Castle, a registered dietitian and childhood nutrition expert, and I'm here today with Blake and Blair, my brother and sister crew, who are helping me today make Caesar salad wraps. So we actually made a Caesar salad, and this is available on the website with romaine lettuce, homemade croutons, and homemade Caesar salad dressing. It is quite delicious. But sometimes when you serve a Caesar salad, you'll have leftovers. So one way to use your leftovers is to make a chicken Caesar salad wrap. So today we have 2 whole grain flour tortillas, which you guys can each place on your plate. And whole grain tortillas are great because it's a way to get a whole grain and more fiber into your diet. So it's a little healthier than a plain white flour tortilla. And then we're going to use our Caesar salad dressing to spread as sort of our base. It's our glue in this wrap. Okay. So go ahead and put your Caesar salad dressing on, and we have some chicken you can add and some salad, and we're going to just wrap it up. So if you're using a salad for mealtime, a great way to make it a much more substantial meal is to add a source of protein. In this case, we're adding chicken. You can add beans, you can add nuts, you can add deli meat, shrimp. There are all kinds of ways that you can add protein to a salad and a wrap to make it quite nutritious and filling. Somebody's ready to eat his wrap, and we're not racing this time.
Okay, all right.
But that looks great. Go ahead, you can take a bite.
Alrighty.
Mmm, yummy. And Caesar salad is just such a beautiful salad to make. There's something about having a great crunch when you eat a sandwich. I can hear. I can hear the crunch. That's a good sign. What'd you think?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. I like that word. Now, what do you, would you ever have like a Caesar salad chicken wrap for lunch?
I would.
Okay, here's a hot tip. If you make a Caesar salad in the morning, a Caesar salad wrap in the morning, get some tin foil and roll it in tin foil and close the ends. You'll be able to unwrap it. It actually keeps it colder longer and fresher. So sometimes kids won't bring a wrap to school for a sandwich because they don't know how to wrap it. But the easiest way is to just put it in tin foil and wrap it up. So it's ready to go. So what are the chances you guys will be taking a Caesar salad chicken wrap home with you tonight?
Very good.
Very good.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I like it. So again, a chicken Caesar salad wrap here on Kate's Kitchen with Teens. A great way to get your vegetables in, a wonderful way to get some whole grains, and a great protein source for lunch, snack, or dinner.
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to AdvantageForParents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to SouthwesternAdvantage.com.
Hola, everybody. Welcome to Kate's Kitchen with Kids. I'm Kate Wright,
And I'm Haley Price.
and we are both originally from Texas.
Yeah!
So if you're going to produce a cooking show, you got to have at least one entree from
Mexico or Texas.
or
Tex
Tex-Mex.
Mexico.
There we go. So we're going to make some West Texan tostadas today. Ooh, delicioso.
I grew up on the border. I grew up in a border town, El Paso, Texas. And my mom, not even kidding, we had Mexican food probably 4 nights a week on average. We had salsa on the table at all times. And this was one of my favorite things that she made. This is basic tostadas. The great part about it is that you get to top it with your favorite things. So if you have some people in the family that love sour cream, some that hate it, you can make it one way for one person, one way for another. So we've got a little bit of everything. We have some shredded chicken over here. We have green salsa, salsa verde. We have a little bit of cumin, shredded lettuce, sliced onions. We got some cheese, some avocado, some cilantro, and lots of people use sour cream. I like to use Greek yogurt. It tastes very similar. It's a lot healthier, so I go that route. And then, of course, some corn tortillas. We're going to start off with our tortillas here. So I'm going to arrange them on this baking sheet. And Kate, if you could just throw a little bit of cheese on each one. Okay. We're going to toss them in the oven. The oven's been preheating, and we're at 400 degrees. Looks like it's ready for us. And we're going to bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes. It's going to give the cheese a nice chance to melt, and it's also going to crisp up those tortillas. The best part about a good tostada is that you can pick up the whole thing. You might have a ton of toppings on top, but the good news is it won't all fall apart. You can pick it all up at once.
Sounds good to me.
Looking good.
Okay.
Well done. All right, let's drop it in there. Now for the next step, I think we might need a little bit of help.
I think you're right. I think we need a kid in the kitchen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix these 3 ingredients right here, Conley. So if you can toss this shredded chicken into the bowl. Actually, want to use that spoon. Just dump it in there. Good.
And you can, of course, always get a salsa with varying levels of spiciness based on your preference. This is a pretty mild salsa verde. Nice. Good work, Conley.
Toss that in. Okay, so you kind of gently mix that together so it's nice and...
Mmm.
Yum.
All right. Now I think we'll do the next step because that one's a little bit, it's over the hot surface. So we'll take over from here, but we'll call you and your brother in just a little bit, okay?
All right, thanks, honey.
Thanks, Conley. All right, so our next
Get an
step.
extra spoon.
Yeah, please. Our next step is just to put this mixture that Conley just made. So this is the chicken, the salsa verde, and the cumin, and we're just gonna divvy it up amongst all of our tostadas here.
So good.
Awesome.
All
Well,
right,
these
which
look
one
great.
needs a little extra?
So we're gonna put these puppies back in the oven. Get
Last
the chicken
bit.
warm.
That looks good. There you go. Okay.
All right, going back in. And we'll see you again in 8 minutes. It looks like the tostadas are ready.
Yum. Let's pull a few of these off. I think we need some help getting these decorated.
Let's get a few kids in the kitchen.
Let's start decorating.
What do you think?
Here, why don't I do this one? Bodie, you can do this one, and Conley, you can do that one, okay? So Bodie, you get to do this one. So you're gonna give this, let's say you're gonna give it to Poppy. Decorate it.
Yeah, what do you think your dad would like?
Yeah.
What's all of it?
Okay.
All of it? Then put all of it
Put
on.
all of it on there. Daddy will eat anything. All right, so here's some delicious West Texan tacos.
Yeah!
To learn more about Kate's Kitchen, go to AdvantageForParents.com. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to SouthwesternAdvantage.com. AdvantageForParents.com is the only parenting website in the world with hundreds of articles written by doctors and professionals, as well as video interviews with parenting experts, role-playing and educational videos, and our very own groundbreaking cooking show, Kate's Kitchen with Kids. Kate's Kitchen has over 100 recipes teaching kids and teenagers how to be confident in the kitchen. Our team of experts include money expert and best-selling author Dave Ramsey and his daughter Rachel Cruz, author and parenting coach Kate Wright, New York Times best-selling author Rory Vaden, child psychologist Dr. Patricia Nan Anderson, award-winning pediatric nutritionist Jill Castle, licensed clinical social worker and parenting coach Katie Malinsky, and the former nutritionist for NBC's hit TV show The Biggest Loser, Cheryl Forberg. Advantage for Parents addresses important parenting topics, from toddlers to teenagers, and even has coaching on life topics such as money management, diet and health, career development, and marriage, just for you. Think you already have all the answers to parenting? Well, take our unique parenting quizzes and find out. Advantage for Parents. Real help for the most important job in the world. To learn more about Southwestern Advantage, go to southwesternadvantage.com.